So, good afternoon, everybody. Great to have you with me. I believe we are live and broadcasting. One little warning, I'm a little bit worried about my connection today, so it looks a bit dodgy, so maybe there's going to be some lag on the line. I hope not, but, well, things beyond my control. So let's see. Hi Ronan, hi Vitali, hi Oksana, hi Manji. Great to have you with me. So as always, next class on Thursday 22nd at 4 p.m. That's going to be sentence transformations and some of this invent the word for the gap maybe. Okay, so I'm going to start with a little bit of this exercise with adjectives, nouns, verbs. Hi Manisco, hi Patricia, great to have you. So, if hard is the adjective, what's the noun, what's the verb, and what's the adverb? Okay, so, and Anish, great to have you, lovely to see you. So, if hard is the adjective, what is the noun, what's the verb, and what's the adverb? Okay, so just something to warm you up. Oh, good, people are flooding in now. Ha! So, interesting. I'm going to wait for some more answers, because I would say that's not 100%. Verlearn. Congratulations, Verlearn. I'll wait for one or two. Let other people answer. But let's see. So, hardness, easy. The verb, harden. And the adverb is hard. I work hard. I do hard work. So notice, hardly is a completely different meaning. If you want to use hard as an adverb, you need to use the word hard, okay? Because hardly, it's a completely different meaning. It means almost not. I guess hardly comes from the same root, yeah? Hard working. Yes, well done, P. Well done, that's it. Well done, Patricia. Okay, so let's take this to the next one. Yeah, don't confuse hard and hardly, yeah? Okay, hard is an adjective and an adverb. Okay, so next one. This one's reasonably easy. So the next one, the noun is society. So what's the adjective? What's the opposite of the adjective? What's the verb? And what's the adverb? Well, hardly means almost not. I have hardly any time. Yeah? And it changes the meaning. Yes, it's linked and it's part of the same word family. But remember, hard is the adverb of hard. Yeah? Okay? So I know you all know hard as an adjective, but hard as an adverb as well. Okay, this is good. This is good. I like the answers we've had so far. Yes, and Vitali's given us the other alternative for the opposite. I'm glad you like it, Ronan. It's lovely to have you. So hi there, Mephisted. Okay, so let's see. We've got good answers from Mesfed, from Verlearn, from Vitali, and from Oksana. maybe by this Sunday. It's running at about 105 a day at the moment, something like that, Ronan. Okay, so Manji's given us the adjective, sociable. But also social. Yeah? Both of those words work. Social and sociable. The opposite of the... Okay, so we've got a verb. Socialize. No, it's got to have a Z. Socialize. Okay. The opposite of the adjective, either unsocial or anti-social. Both of those work. So Patricia goes socialize, sociable, unsociable, sociably. And then our adverb, sociably. Or socially. Opposite unsocial. Solidarity, that's a good word, Anish, and but is that to do with solid? You see, I think solitary comes from solid and solitary comes from solo. Let's try one more. Okay, so this last one here. Okay, so let's see. Socially, that's it. So good work from all of you. I like this a lot. It's good work. And last one. The noun is error. Error. Notice my pronunciation. Error. Error. It's a weird pronunciation, I think. It's got a schwa at the end. Error. Error. What's the verb? What's the adjective? What's the adverb? I'm actually going to give us another noun as well. Error. Okay. Errata. Erratum. Okay, Mesfed. So to make errors, yes, but there's actually a verb. Manisco, welcome. That's a good start. Okay, well done, Oksana. No, that was really good, Manisco. You were the first one in there with the right answer. Okay. And Anish as well. Okay, so good work from... That's better, Manji. Yes. So we've got error and erroneous from Vitali. So I quite like this from Vitali and from Oksana. Erroneous and erroneously. E-R-R-O-N-E-O-U-S. Erroneous. Yeah? And then if you do something wrongly, you do it erroneously. But notice the verb to err. And you don't need any more than that. Yeah? To err is human, to forgive divine. Okay, so to err, to make a mistake, to err on the side of caution. That's very good, Patricia. Yeah, erroneously. Yeah, if you err, you're fallible. Yes, exactly. That's the idea. We all err from time to time. Okay, notice it sounds exactly like yeah. Okay, enough of that. So, let's get back to this article. It was about what? Good, I've learned this verb here. So this article's about, what's it about? Are you a subject belonging to a state? Are you a consumer? Or are you a citizen? Okay, so let's start with this. Whoops, here comes the lag. Err on the side of caution. Leffy, exactly. Exactly, you want to err on the side of caution. Unfortunately, it's not something we always do. Yeah, so, okay. Okay, so community share offers, for example, are a UK innovation that makes it simple for local people to invest in their own communities. So I think there's a mistake in this. So it's great to have you, Leffy. So what am I not happy about with this? Community share offers, for example, are a UK innovation that makes it simple for local people to invest in their own communities. So yes, it's definitely best to err on the side of caution. Ha! I would do it the other way round, Oksana, but you've got where I'm going to. I would want to do it in a different way, but both Oksana and Manji have got the idea. Hello, Army Mules lover. Okay. Ha! The community. Take off that S, Vitali. Community share offers. You could talk about them generally. The communities. No, not with a possessive. Yeah. For example, afterwards. So let's see. Both Manji and Oksana were looking at this R. Let's see. Community share offers. This is plural. Yeah, this is a plural noun. If we said something like the idea of community share offers is, and therefore this makes that should be singular as well. So community share offers, for instance, are an innovation that make it simple. Yeah? Because, let's see, community share offers. Can I make this uncountable? Not really. Yeah? So, compare. Okay, but I've still got this problem with this make and makes. Yeah? Okay, because they make. Yeah? And they've even used it, they are an innovation that make. Yeah? Is a UK innovation that makes, but community share offers with that S, I don't like it at all. Okay, so let's go to question 2, something a little bit more traditional. Okay, this is now about an example. So let's see. Woof, here comes the lag again. Okay, in Grimsby. Yeah, she's at work. Okay, so in Grimsby in northern England, a group have just successfully completed a £500,000 community share offer that will enable them to buy 10 houses, create local jobs to refurbish, rejuvenate, recreate, reanimate them, and then hire, lend, let them out as a social landlord, creating a sustainable revenue stream. So, we've got different answers. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the rest of you say. We've got answers from Vitali and Oksana. Okay, and Manji now. So, let's see. Vitali goes for recreate. Oksana for refurbish. Vitali says let them out. Oksana says let them out. Manji says refurbish and let. So, let's give the rest of you time. To rejuvenate. Says Patricia. That sounds better, Vitali, doesn't it? I think you need to rejuvenate me, Patricia. Yeah? To rejuvenate gives the idea of to make somebody young again. Yeah? Or to make something look young again. And refurbish for Ronan and lend out. Yep, I would scratch recreate as well, Vitali. To renovate them. Renovate would fit very nicely. Yep. Okay. Renovate would definitely fit. Okay, so let's go through these. To refurbish is to take something that's old and broken and repair it and make it ready for work again. You could refurbish the engine of a car. Do up, absolutely. To do them up, notice. To rejuvenate means to make young again, and I don't think you can make a house young again. To recreate means to make a copy of. Yeah, a recreation is creating something, copying something. And Mummin, great to have you. Refurbish. To reanimate, well, if something is dead or dying, you can reanimate it, but refurbish. And then notice, to hire, to lend, or to let. As a landlord, the most common, refurbish a flat, absolutely, P. The most common verb here is to let. Yeah? A fixer-upper. Yes, absolutely. I think hire is more for things like a car or for tools, and I think generally hire is a shorter time period. Let and lease are synonyms. I think lend, Ronan, implies that you don't have to pay for them. Yeah, so you will see signs on flats saying to let. Yeah, a letting agency. Yeah, this means to rent out property. Okay, this doesn't fit, does it? So let me just make it a size smaller. Okay, I hope you can still read it. Okay, one citizen who stands out, a learning opportunity, Ronan. One citizen who stands out is Kennedy Odidi, a man who started with a football and street theatre in one of the slums of Nairobi, and has grown his organisation, Shining Hope for Communities, to a scale where it enabled over 2 million hovel, ghetto, shack, slum, sty dwellers to support one another through the pandemic. Okay, so we've got slum from Vitali and ghetto from Oksana. While we're at it, what is a sty? Word didn't like this word very much, but I'm perfectly happy with sty. What is a sty? Okay, Manji goes for slum as well. Let's let the rest of you come through with some answers. Yeah, a pigsty. A pig is where a sty is where a pig lives. Well done, Oksana and Vitali, and for learn. So Mummin goes for slum, and Manji says a pigsty as well. Yeah, we got slum for Manji. Okay. I guess ghetto isn't relevant. So Oksana's gone for slum from ghetto. Well, I'm sorry they think I'm boring, but that's a good thing. If the police don't think I'm boring, they're not going to stop me, which is a much better though. Okay, slum, a pigsty. Yeah, absolutely, Patricia. Okay, thank you, beam me up. So I was looking at this, and I unfortunately left the word slums at the beginning, but definitely a slum dwellers. They've repeated it. I think ghetto dwellers. A ghetto is not necessarily a slum. Yeah. A ghetto is where there are a group of people from a similar place or a similar religion or something like that. A hovel is a rather nasty place to live. Yeah. Made of well, anything you can find, and shack as well. I think in a slum you will find shacks and hovels, but these are individual buildings rather than the place itself. Okay. Okay. So here we go with another one. Okay, and it even plays host to an inaugural, nascent, elementary, primeval World Community Forum, a more collective alternative to the World Economic Forum in Davos. Okay. So we're starting to get answers. So inaugural, nascent, elementary, primeval. Yes, because I think the hovel probably feels more like home. Yeah? Okay, so we're starting to get the answers now. We've got nascent for Oksana, we've got inaugural for Vitali, we've got inaugural for Ronan, we got nascent for Patricia. Okay, augur is talking about the future, something that predicts the future, an omen. Inaugurate. So there's actually a clue here which I missed. Manji's gone for an inaugural. I'm gonna get out of jail free here, luckily. So there's a clue here which tells you which two it can't be. And Army Mules goes for inaugural as well. So looking at this, so let's inaugural for Mummin as well. So elementary means basic. No. Primeval. This comes from the deep past, the primeval world of the dinosaurs, or the primeval soup. Okay, so the primeval world. This is from the beginnings of time. So look, I was thinking inaugural might actually work, but that's my bad. But it's got to be nascent, because notice this A. It would be an inaugural World Communities Forum. Yeah, so it's got to be nascent. So I think, yeah, inaugural would actually work if I'd put the N here, which I didn't, and that's what I call get out of jail free. Okay, so let's try the next one. Okay, T equals T over the root of 1 minus V squared over C squared. Yeah, I was lucky. I was lucky there. It was my mistake, but I got out of it. Okay, the challenge is not that the citizen future is difficult to find or complicated to articulate, utter, intone, divulge. Well, I missed it as well, Manji, okay? So you're not alone. Okay, so let's see. This next one, the challenge is not that the citizen future is difficult to find or complicated to explain. Nascent has to do with being born. Yeah? Nativity. This is yeah. Okay, but nascent is something when it's being born. Yeah? It's something when it's inchoate or coming up. It's starting to grow. It's a very small organization that's getting bigger. Yeah? Japan, the land of the nascent sun. I guess you could say that. So we've got articulate for Vitaly, for Oksana, and for Patricia. Okay. Let's see what the rest of you are going to say to this. So they're saying it's not difficult to find and it's not difficult to explain. Okay, let's look at the other words. So to divulge, you divulge a secret. You let on a secret. You let the cat out of the bag. You divulge private information. You divulge somebody's secrets. Okay, and there we've got articulate for Manji as well. To intone. This is to do with intonation. Yeah, so the intonation of your voice, if you speak very quickly or strangely, that's the intonation. As Army Mules says, utter is out of the answer. To utter, to say. Yeah, so the challenge is not difficult to utter, to say. To utter, to say something. Renaissance and nascent are etymologically related. Exactly. Yeah. Nacer, naissance in French. Yeah, to be born. Okay, so it's none of those three, so it's got to be articulate. So to articulate in this case means to explain in detail the different points of it. Yeah? Utter imprecations. Oh, I love that phrase. Yeah? Imprecations, which Patricia's used. I love this word. Insults. Swear words. So, Mules, to divulge, you divulge a secret, and clearly this is not a secret. To articulate, to explain, to put into words. To expound, I love it, Sunset. Ooh, you've got a new picture, Sunset. Great to have you. So, unfortunately, this is going to be the last one. Yeah, to gloss, to explain, to articulate. Yeah, to put into words, to explain in words. Okay, so it is simple, settled, rooted, dipped, frozen in deep truth and emerging everywhere. But it's hidden because every day people are telling themselves other stories of society and their role within it. Okay, this one I think you're all going to get. So we've got answers from Vitaly, from... Yes, I think infer would have worked, Mr. Scott, or Scotty. So we got rooted for Vitaly, for Oksana, for Falern, for Patricia, for rooted for Manji, for Sunset Vibes. It's got its roots deep in something. It comes from that. It radicates from that. Notice that that's quite a nice verb. To radicate from. And that's also etymologically linked. If you're settled, you're relaxed. Yeah, you're accustomed to it. You dip your biscuits in your coffee, and I think if something's frozen, it just isn't going to change. Yeah. Oh, roots too. Yes, to eradicate from. Definitely, definitely Scotty. Okay, so yeah. Frozen in time. I love it. That's it, mummin. Rooted. I love it. So, I guess the English language is rooted in Latin and Proto-Germanic. I think it's a mixture of the two. Some sort of Saxon language. So, rooted. What? Not ooted, but rooted. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but that's all for today. I unfortunately need to go because I've got things I need to do now. Next stream Thursday, the 22nd of Sept at 4 p.m. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mummin. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you for Learn. Thank you, Army Mules. Thank you, Sunset. Thank you, Manji. Thank you for Learn. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Manji as well. And who else? Thank you, Ronan. And thank you, Mummin. And is that all? Maybe. And thank you to anyone else who I haven't said thank you to. So take care, and I hope